Hello everyone, welcome back to our Solidworks course. In this video, we would be taking up a new exercise and learning about some more repairing functions. So let's not waste any time over here and move to Solidworks and begin with our exercise. Here you can see that I have opened the second exercise for our repairing module. There are so many errors in this file that the body or the 3D component has not been generated at all. No problem, we will rectify all of the issues or errors over here and we will create this body. For that, first I will roll back this bar up to the first feature as the error starts from the first feature. I will click on this, or rather if I move my mouse on this, you can see that the error is being shown here directly. It says only thin features are permitted if selected contours are open. For that, I will right click on this, go and edit sketch, because I know that there is an issue with the sketch. It is telling me that only a thin feature is permitted, only the selected contours are kept open. There is some issue with the contours, or rather the way the contours have been created. It is very clear that we are generating a thin feature over here. First, I will go to edit sketch, and here we have the sketch. I will press Ctrl 8 over here, zoom in like this. Next, it is now very difficult to find it from here that which part of the sketch is giving me an issue. Let's first try using our sketch tool over here. That is, I will go to tools, go to sketch tools, and from here I will select check sketch for feature. Here it has automatically taken was extrude thin, as we want to create a thin extrusion for this. If I click on check, it is showing me that the sketch cannot be used for feature because an endpoint is wrongly shared by multiple entities. To try to fix the sketch, right now click OK. If I click on OK, it is zooming in over here and telling me that this is an issue. One of these entities over here is an issue. I will first press close and close that text box. I will zoom in and take a look over here. Yes, here we can see that these three entities are wrongly sharing this endpoint over here. I will show you what is the problem over here. If I select this line and make it as a construction line, you can see that in order to create a thin feature, only this chain over here would be selected. If I right click on this and say select chain, you can see that this chain that has been selected over here would only be required in order to create a thin feature. If I had created this line over here as a normal line instead of a construction line, this was causing here an issue to create the thin feature. If you have not understood it yet, I will tell you with the help of a 3D model. For this, I will now simply press Ctrl Q, and here you can see that this is how our thin feature has been generated. I will right click on extrude pause space, I will go to edit feature, and I will press Ctrl 8. If you can see over here, now it might be clear to you all that why this entity was causing an issue. We have selected this sketch over here in order to create your thin feature extrusion. But if we had added this entity over here, it was stopping the creation of this extrusion like this. Once we created to a construction entity, it was now possible for Solidworks to create a thin feature. I will click on OK, press Ctrl 7, set it into the isometric mode, and now that I have resolved the issue in my first feature, we are ready to move to the second one. Here I will simply move forward the bar, or rather roll forward the bar to my second feature. Again, if I move my mouse on this feature, let's first read what it is asking, or rather what is the error that it is giving me. Here it is telling me that could not find any surface to extrude up to. If you have a particular surface in your mind, please edit definition of this feature to select up to surface option and pick that surface. Here it gave me directly the instructions what is supposed to be done. I will right click on this feature, go to edit feature, and from here I will select up to surface command and specify my extrusion up to this surface. You can see here that this is how the extrusion would be created. But if you take a look at it closely, this sketch is now fully defined and has some issues with it. No problem. Here, first I will click on OK, generate the extrusion. Now that we know that this is how the extrusion would be created, we just have to align it properly. I will right click on extrude boss base, go to edit sketch, press Ctrl 8. Here it is very clear that this is not how the sketch is supposed to be added, or rather this is not how the sketch is supposed to be created. If you want to create an extrude boss base, it should logically be at the center. So I will select the center of this, press Ctrl 8, press Ctrl, select the origin, leave the control and make both of them vertical. Once I have done this, this is now exactly at the center of this geometry over here, and now you can see that the sketch is now completely defined as well. I will now press Ctrl Q, exit the sketch, rebuild the part, press Ctrl 7, set it into the isometric mode. Now once we have done this, you can see that it is now properly created the feature and also we have defined the sketch. So we are done with this step. We will now again roll forward our bar and move to the next one over here. There is no issue with this rib. This rib has been created properly. Let's roll forward it to another feature. This cut extrude command over here, that is the hole over here, has also been created properly. Not an issue over here. I will roll forward it to the next feature. The fillet has been also added properly. Not an issue over here as well. Let's move forward to the next part. Again, this fillet was added properly. No issues over here. We will move to the next fillet. These fillets over here were also added properly because all of these had references to them. And as we rectified the issues with the base parts or the foundation of this 3D geometry, all the references took their place and they have been added simply without any errors. Next we will move forward and take a look at this counter bore. Yes, it was created properly as well, no issues over there. If I move forward and take a look at this mirror, yes, there is a problem over here. If I press Ctrl 7 and set it into the isometric mode, you can see here that these two bodies are having different colors. That is because they have not been merged. We will rectify this by going to this drop down of solid bodies, and here we can see that we have two different bodies. If I click on the first one, it is highlighting this one in blue. If I click on the second one, it is highlighting this in blue, telling me that these two bodies have not been merged. In order to merge them, I will right click on mirror, go to edit feature, and from here I will simply specify or tick this option that says merge solids. I will click on merge solids and click on OK. Now you can see here that this is how both of the bodies have been merged, and now it has the same color or appearance throughout. Here if I rectify, we can see that now there is only one body in this 3D component. Once we have rectified this issue, let's now move to the next step. I will roll it forward again. This extrude was created perfectly, no issues with that. Again I will roll forward. The fillet was created properly as well. If I roll forward it to the last component over here, yes, this counter bore here was created properly as well. I will press Ctrl 7, set it into the isometric mode. This is how we rectified all the issues that were present in this part, one step at a time, by rolling forward each feature one after the other and rectifying all the issues that were present in each feature. I hope all the features, or rather the techniques that were shown to you in this video, were clear and you can also use them on your own. Also, I hope that this was a fun exercise and you had fun learning. I will see you in the next one. Thank you.